Hello, fellow chartisters. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Chartist, and today we had an overall bullish day on the SPY intraday, of course. Okay, overall on a daily chart, we are in a bear trend still, but intraday it was a pretty one-directional movement type of day, which to the upside. We're gonna talk about that in a few minutes, but first, here we are looking at the flow sentiment. Okay, still pretty bearish. Filter for 200K or above, 75% in the puts. 25% into calls. Okay, so yeah, like I always say, I like to look at these to give me an idea of what I can expect for at least for opening or the coming days or whatever, because these are people that with a lot of money and a lot of resources. Okay, so it's fortunate that we get to see where the big money is overall biased to, and right now there's still biased to the downside, and we did have a big gap down this morning. Okay, so can we get another gap down tomorrow? We'll see, okay? So, recap of the day. All right, now this is the Chartist's Discord. I write my plan every morning before the market open to let my group know, my members know what I'm thinking and where I'm biased to and what's the plan. All right, the plan is simple. Support zone, support levels, which I update the group every morning in this room, ETF buy and sell levels. Always check that level, guys, if you're in my Discord. All right, and I talk about the plan, what's the strategy. Okay, it's very simple. Support, you buy calls or you go long. Resistant, you buy puts or you go short. Okay, pretty straightforward. All right, so this is what I wrote. 426 to 427 remains all that matters for SPY. Yesterday was looking for 429 to 430 zone, then ideally base. Okay, that was my target yesterday, but I wanted to see SPY base above, at least base above 427. But Bulls unable to hold 426. 427 to 426 zone, okay? So obviously we had that gap down this morning. It did not hold that level. So the plan, 420 to 421 zone equals support. You guys might have remembered I've mentioned this zone many times in previous videos. And Discord members, that's what I wrote. I mentioned that level to you guys. All right, that was the support. The Bulls want to hold it after CPI. All right, failed there, 414 to 415 incoming, which triggers sells to lower price target 406 and 400 and so on. Okay, so I would have taken some bearish positions if we lost 420. That would have been a big indicator that we were going to see more downside. Okay, we never lost 420, by the way. All right, and I wrote more. Okay, I wrote over here for bulls, SPY bulls. The main thing will be to hold that 420 to 421 zone on any volatility, which puts 426 to 427 in play. All right, that was before market opens, because what's the point if I tell you guys after the move happened? Okay, that's the benefit. The move, I tell you guys before the move happened. So what happened today? 15-minute chart here that you're looking at. Okay, the SPY opened around here, 9:30 obviously. Okay, opened around 422. So big gap down. As you can see, this from the previous day. I had a trend line starting from here, March 9th. Okay, orange trend line you can see here. This is where SPY decided to open 422.5. That's where it opened. So look where it went up. It went all the way up. I had some support resistance here at 425 also. It was based on this orange trend line. All right, as you can see, boom, dropped all the way down from that trend line. And where did it head to? The low of the day over here was 420.45. This is around 11:30. All right, so SPY opened up just pretty much choppy. Okay, didn't give us no setup. All right, unless you consider this a setup, unless you caught this movement, that is, from the 425 resistant. But here's where the big one that I mentioned in my plan for the Discord. 420 to 421 zone is the support level. Critical support level. All right? That's where I mentioned that if it holds, 426 to 427 is in play. And as you can see here, a picture's worth 1,000 words, guys. Got the bounce. And it spent the rest of the day just moving upwards. Okay, over here around 145 it broke out of that trend line. All right, broke out of that trend line and it continued up to my price target. That white line is the 425. It broke there, hit my price target. This was the high of 426.9 cents to be exact. But it got into the zone. We retrace. So remember, the plan is to short from resistance, long at support, or calls from support and puts from resistance, right? So if you followed the strategy, you bought a call here or you went long here, you should have made money. Even if you entered a put maybe from the resistant. Okay, 426 to 427 is resistant. All right, over here, even over here, this is at 345. Well, not this one. This is towards the end of the day, but this one, you could have, and it dropped all the way down to 424. So from that resistant down to 424. All right, the level was actually 425. The level below 426, but it dropped as low as 424. So that tells you right there. That shows you that even if as long as you followed the strategy, you could have at least got a scalp moving. Okay, which is what my strategy works best with: scalpers, day traders. All right, doesn't, it's okay with swing trading, not really. Depends on the time frame you use, but yeah, as you can see, my analysis went pretty well today. Okay, I hope my members made some money. I try to tell you guys, but I can't trade for you guys. I can't force you guys to do anything. All I can do is tell you guys what I'm thinking, what I plan to do, what I'm targeting, what the scenarios I'm looking for, and it's up to you guys if you trust me or not to follow the plan or copy me or whatever you want to call it, okay, for whatever it is. All right, but I do my best to give you guys the best information consistently, accurate technical analysis so that you guys can make money. All right, but you still gotta respect your stop loss because no strategy is 100%. I love the strategy that I use, good expected value in my opinion. You still gotta respect your stop loss for your expected value to play out well, of course. All right, it's all part of it, but it's not 100%. So I don't know. I believe in it, and the fact that some of you guys joined the Discord and you guys subscribe to me, I'm thinking some of you guys believe in it and as well. And I really hope that y'all making a shit ton of money, or gaining a lot of knowledge and just becoming better day by day. All right, just remember there's always another day to put into practice what you learned today. All right, I think that's a good quote. I'm gonna write that somewhere. Anyways, so enough talking about whatever I'm talking about. Let's get into the daily chart, guys. This is the daily chart. All right, a lot of lines. I know some of you guys don't like it. It's tough to look at, right? Okay, but like I said, let me take out some lines. Okay, take it out. Boom. Easier to look at a little bit, maybe. Okay. Now the yellow line right there, that's the 23.6 retracement level. That's the 427 zone. So a resistant level. Okay. A break above that will put my next resistant level in play. 429 to 430 level, guys. All right. And I know some of you guys not gonna like what I have to say because I covered the Elliott wave yesterday, and I gave it a bull case scenario. Just know that I'm a price action technical analysis. I'm not a bull or a bear. I just try to cover all grounds. All right, so that we don't get blindsided. I'll talk about a bear case scenario, and I'll talk about a bullish case scenario. And because I'm a price action technical analysis trader, I'm not a fortune teller. So basically, for me, it's all about reacting to what the price action is doing, as opposed to trying to predict. Okay, guys? So that's what it is. That's what the goal is. It's just, for me at least, that I believe is the best way to serve you guys is to unbiasedly do my version of a price action technical analysis. Do the best way I can do it. Okay? So you might hear me talk about bearish stuff. You might hear me talk about bullish stuff. And it's because I want to report the price action to you guys unbiasedly. All right? You can't get mad at the weatherman for telling you it's going to snow or it's going to rain. He's just reporting it. That's all it is. Get mad at the price action, not me. Anyways, so 427, it's a big level to watch. All right? That is like a magnetic level. Okay? If it can get back above, obviously 430, and there's going to be a big test up here around 436, 437. All right, 38.2 retracement level, and also a breakout of this green bull flag. Yes, that is a bull flag, a big bull flag on the daily chart, guys. All right. For me to be bearish again, like I told my Discord members, I would want to see 420 loss to trigger 414 to 415 zone. This blue line right here, that's the 418 to 418.5 level. I don't think it's going to hold the next time it get tested. I think if we lose 420, we're going to break past that and go test 414 to 415. And if 414 fails, I think we're going to go down lower. I have support here at 410, but I don't trust that that's going to hold. I think we'll go test the support line of this bull flag, which now, yesterday was 4.6 to 4.7. Now it's at 4.05. So you see how it's sloping down, okay? And I would if it drops down that low, I'll definitely look for long opportunities, buying opportunities there, okay? But like I said, above 427, I'd be bullish, okay? If we get another strong rejection there, okay, then I will be bearish to the downside, down to 420. And if we lose 420, then I'll be bearish. But if we get to 420 to the 421 zone, obviously that's a support level. I gotta watch how price react to that level, if we get another bounce or not. Okay, definitely will update the Discord members tomorrow morning. But yeah, definitely watch that scenario. Okay, I still believe in the Elliott wave theory. Okay, that I got us finishing an expanded flat Elliott wave correction, and we are possibly in the middle of a wave 2 looking to enter a wave 3. Okay, now yesterday was a false recapture. The only reason why I said it was bullish because a recapture is bullish. Now yes, we had a viewer that mentioned in previous recaptures over here, previous recaptures of levels that were recaptured and it just failed. That's but it's good to recognize a recapture and a false recapture, because false recaptures is bearish and is a good signal for more downside. Obviously, look what happened in the past. Okay, but I still want to acknowledge a recapture, because many times recapture do end up being bullish as long as that recaptured level gets treated as a support. All right, obviously in this case, the SPY did recapture 427, but then it gapped down overnight, so we couldn't even catch that move. The market makers made the move, and we retail traders couldn't even we couldn't profit off of it. All right, so anyways, 427 is is resistant level tomorrow, critical resistant level. All right, watch for a rejection there. Could test it again. Strong rejection, guys. Strong rejection. That's a sign of more downside. Play it level to level. But if we break it and then that level gets treated as a support, that's a sign of more upside. Okay? So I don't want to sound too repetitive now, but I hope you guys get the point here. This is the VIX. Now, the VIX lost the 5-day moving average. That's the red line. Lost the 13-day moving average. That's the green line. That also aligns with this blue trend line. This rising blue trend line. Broke down, guys. Next support is the 20-day moving average. And below that is the 50% retracement level at 28.8. Okay, remember, the VIX and the SPY inverses each other. Right now, the VIX is showing some bearish price action. A breakdown, losing 2 moving averages. So what happens next tomorrow will be critical to see how it reacts to this 20-day moving average. Currently at 29.7, and the 50% retracement level is at 28.87. So below 28.87 is very bearish. For the VIX to be bullish again, it needs to recapture the levels that it lost. All right, 30.99, or just say 31. Above 31, it needs to get back above to look bullish, and maybe recapture this rising trend line. For tomorrow, it would be around 32. Okay, so it needs to recapture 31 and 32, get back above both those levels, and that'll make it look bullish again. But as of right now, the VIX is showing signs of bearish price action. That's all I'm gonna say. QQQ is showing some momentum to the upside. Okay, I didn't mention this with the SPY, but I'll mention with QQQ. It closed above the 5-day moving average. All right, today it did drop below the 328 level. That's that blue line, 328.88, but it recaptured it. A recapture is like a false breakdown. All right, if it recaptures a support level, that's like a false breakdown. It washed below it and got back up, and it closed above the 5-day moving average, which is currently at 330.30. That will be a support level right now, but close above that is a sign of bullish momentum building. So it needs to show follow through, because one close above it is not enough. All right, so what we want to see is to stay above the 5-day moving average and reclaim this purple line right here. Reclaim it, recapture it. That's currently at 334. That's the next resistance level. So triple Q can get back above 334. That'll put this level 339, 339.7 in play. Okay, that is the 23.6 retracement level. Also, the resistant line of this green bull flag that I got. Okay, a break above 339.7 is very bullish. That's a breakout of two resistant levels that's combined with each other. Okay, guys, VXN, like I said yesterday, is most likely going to come back down and test the 34 level, which is it closed at right now. Okay, so below 34, if it breaks below 34, that's bearish, and the next support is down here around 31. Okay, for VXN to look bullish, it needs to head back up to 38. And if it can break that, not only if it get back above 38, that's a 23.6 retracement. It'll recapture that, and that's also a breakout of this triangle pattern, which would be very bullish for the VXN. Okay, Dow Jones, just like the triple Q, recaptured the 5-day moving average. It closed above it, but we need to see follow through. The next resistance is at 334, the 23.6 retracement level. So if Dow Jones get above 334, that's a bullish sign. Okay, that's a very bullish sign. And next resistance is at the 20-day moving average, which is currently at 338.8, and then the 38.2 retracement level at 340.79. Okay, so a strong rejection from 334. Watch how price react. A strong rejection is a sign of more downside. Okay, if it gets to that level and bases around it, it's probably coiling up or winding up for and building strength for a move to break through. Okay, so 334, above 334, the chart is bullish on the Dow Jones. Rejection, and as long as we stay below 334, I am bearish on the Dow Jones and favor new lows. Okay, IWM, pretty much deja vu from yesterday. Okay, it bounced off the 197.3 support level, all right, and ran into the 20-day moving average as resistant and closed around there again. Okay, so the 20-day is currently at 200.26, so it needs to break above. All right, if the IWM breaks above that level, 203 is in play, then 207. If it breaks 207, that's extremely bullish, which is also a breakout of this green falling trend line. Okay, so for me to be bearish on IWM is 197.33. That's a support. It needs to finally break below that and treat that level as a resistance. Okay, Tesla, well, it recaptured this white line right there. That was a resistant level. It recaptured the 850, 851, 854's resistant. Recaptured it. We wanted to see it treated as a support, but instead it gapped down below it and treat that level as a resistance. So once again, we lost that level. All right. However, Tesla still closed above the 5-day moving average, which is currently at 833, 832.9 actually. Okay. So if Tesla loses the 5-day moving average, all right, below 832.9, or better yet, just below 832. All right, my next support level will be down here at 787. All right, that's below 800. I will be bearish. All right. Also, we have support at 826.5. All right, 826.5 is a 23.6 retracement level. If we lose that level, that's obviously a sign of more downside. When we lose a support, that is bearish, guys. All right, it's bearish. You can watch for a back test, but it's bearish unless it recaptures. All right, keep it that simple. For me to be bullish on Tesla, it will still need to hold above the 5-day moving average and break above 851.5. All right, to put and above that would put 870 in play. Okay, Bitcoin, it broke back out of the blue trend fallen trend line yesterday, and today it's treating it like a support. I'm not gonna be bullish until it gets above 44.1k. That's this multi-year trend line that I got here. Okay, 44.1k, I would be bullish and maybe look for buying opportunity if that level gets treated as a support. Okay, right now it's showing some good, well, you know, right now it's treating the breakout level as a support, but I don't trust it. That's all I'm saying. All right, if we lose 39K again, it's breaking back down within this blue trend line. That's bearish. And next support is at 36.3K. I don't trust it. I think we will lose it this time. Then possibly a good buying opportunity around 28.7K. All right, guys. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for commenting. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing and giving your boy a chance. The chartist is extremely humbled and grateful for you guys. And I'll see you all soon.